Hey guys, Ponce here on the PvE, here to let you guys know about a couple of new items which have made its way over here for some testing. So let's take a look at them right now. First we have the Adaptive Helm, which we'll talk about in a minute, and we have the Gargoyle Stoneplate. Now this one here, as you might guess from the BS little icon thing here, this item it's not fully functional yet, so I'm not going to buy it. But I'm going to read off what it does. It costs 2,500 gold, gives 40 armor and 40 magic resistance, so kind of makes you tanky on both fronts there, and has a number of other things going on with it. Passive, Stone Skin. If 3+ enemy champions are nearby, grants 40 bonus armor and magic resistance. So it's like, it's an item that doesn't want to make you super tanky in a dueling context, but just kind of this team fighting tank sort of thing. And the unique active even sort of further pushes in that role by giving you increased health, or increases health by 40% and increases champion size, but reduces damage dealt by 60% for 4 seconds, 90-second cooldown. If Stone Skin, so that's the first part where you're more than when you're near more than 3 enemies. If Stone Skin is active, the health increase becomes 100% instead. So this thing would make you just massively tanky for a very short period of time. In fact, you could theoretically get so tanky you'd be mildly redundant, I imagine. But in any case, this item doesn't quite work yet properly. It's a bit bugged out. It was just introduced today in a patch. So what I did is I went ahead and bought this item here, the other new tank item, the Adaptive Helm, which builds out of a Spectre's Cowl plus Negatron Cloak. You might note that this is the old build path, so I don't know if this is going to stick, but this is the old build path for the old Banshee's Veil, which is currently listed as experimental. So I don't want to talk about stuff like this too much because I don't know if this is going to stick or what. But in any case, Adaptive Helm, 2,800 gold, gives 300 health, 70 magic resistance, 100% base health regen, and 10% cooldown reduction. And before I talk about it, let's move my character around so I don't get disconnected from the game. And here's the interesting part. Unique passive. Taking magic damage from a spell or effect reduces all subsequent magic damage from that same spell or effect for by 15% for 5 seconds. So basically, any kind of rapid fire spell, so a single source. For example, let's say Bryce is just spamming Qs at you or something. All his Qs will be dealing 15% less damage, or presumably things like Malzahar's dots, I imagine, or just like all his ticks are going to be doing less, his ult should be doing less. So stuff like that. So it's really good against forms of persistent damage, I think, though I haven't confirmed specifically. Allegedly, I've been told it works against stuff like Vel'Koz's ult, because it just kind of like passes through and keeps hitting you. Although I imagine it wouldn't mitigate the true damage portion. There's nothing mitigates true damage. It also works against Kog'Maw's, what is it? I forget which key it is. I don't like Kog'Maw, but the thing where he enhances his auto attacks to attack faster and deal magic damage. Yeah, that thing there. All his auto attacks, the spell portion of it are going to be doing 15% less. So let me go show you what's going on there by just showing you guys. You guys will see a shield come up on my character. It's very faint, so you gotta watch closely. See that shield, right? It's like a purple shield. That means all his the spell portion of his auto attack there is dealing 15% damage. Also, he can fire his ult off pretty quickly, so that should work too. So you notice the first auto attack there didn't deal less. Okay, so let me just... have him use his ult. First thing, nothing. Yeah, see the purple shield. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, new items. And pretty interesting stuff. Again, new items tend to have a lot of balance implications, unlike, you know, specific champions and nerfs, which I've mentioned in the past. Now, granted, these items are not going to affect everyone. Like, tank items tend to be built on pretty specific people. But yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if these will actually go live or go live as is. I imagine maybe some stuff might change about them. They're also coming with a slew of other balance changes to tanky items across the board. Like, there's a whole bunch of changes. And I'm not here to talk about those balance changes specifically in this video. I'll address that in a future video, perhaps after I'm done dealing with all the Dawn of War stuff, as we professionally segue into my next thing. You know, it's the Dawn of War 3 open beta weekend, so if you catch this video right as I upload it, odds are pretty good I'm streaming it. So, yeah, check the channel out, twitch.tv/pods, and you can possibly win a code to the open beta, because it's, or not open, it's to the closed beta, because not everyone can access it. This guy's being noisy. Anyway, end of advertisement. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you around, or to bring you guys more news from the public test realm. Goodbye.